今晚将迎来 JCK 绝城之夜 N114，每一位勇士都将用勇气来重新定义自己。头条主赛，阿卜杜勒卡西姆·马戈梅德沙皮耶夫对阵拉米兹哈萨诺夫，两位俄罗斯选手的对决，谁能取得在 JCK 的首胜？八角笼内，强者集结，锋芒出现，擂台上再起波澜。今晚 JCK 绝城之夜 N114，披荆斩棘，只为胜利。而战。
Fight fans, we are back. Tonight is JCK 114, and we're coming to you live from the JCK International Fight Center here in Shanxi, China. Tonight is the last card of the 2025 season. And to kick things off, let's have a look at the main event's graphic matchup.
Tonight's main event features two Russian juggernauts colliding at welterweight as Magomedshapiev takes on Gasanov in a fight that promises sheer brutality. It's the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, as neither man knows how to take a step backward in a fight. Magomedshapiev uses fast, accurate striking to take out his opponents, while Gasanov uses relentless forward pressure to break down his foes. Who will emerge victorious tonight?
And in the co-main event, we welcome two international female fighters to JCK. It is Brooke Pritchard from New Zealand going up against the Iranian Malika Ashtari. Ashtari is a very accomplished striker, but she's also an amateur champion. She has a belt. However, Pritchard trains at City Kickboxing, a very, very strong team, and there's a lot of hype behind this lady. So I think this card, man, what a stack card. And we got a lot of international fighters.
Absolutely. The rest of the card truly is an international affair, with fighters from all over the world coming to compete under the JCK banner in our final event of 2025. What a year it's been. Tonight, I believe we're in store for some non-stop action, highlight reel finishes, and Woody 2025 in JCK. Absolutely incredible.
You're right. 2025 was full of highlights, fireworks, and just action all the way through. But to kick things off and get the show on the road is your host, Yang Guang.
所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，大家晚上好，欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是阳光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络竞技有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际竞技技术合作促进会经体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港联合国际知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的是 JCK 绝城之夜 N114的精彩对决。那么今天晚上的比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及平台进行。同时还要特别感谢新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、五牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时感谢本场比赛赞助品牌千岁汽车、梅花、十二道以及阿若博巴品牌对今天晚上比赛的赞助播出。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛阿卜杜勒卡西姆·马戈梅德沙皮耶夫对阵拉米兹哈萨诺夫。那么正赛方面，美丽卡阿什塔瑞对阵布鲁克普里查德，索菲亚巴吉什维利对阵伊洛娜多罗娃。那么复赛的部分，巴克道莱特萨比尔对阵艾利亚尔艾尼瓦尔，杨居东对阵彭红贵，阿伊伯利朱曼大战努尔埃利巴拉提，巴和朱利阿德里巴伊对阵马腾，耶尔波勒塔加利克对阵穆拉提图尔逊。在此也诚挚邀请屏前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛必是世界综合格斗的新浪潮。在此非常荣幸能与现场以及屏前的诸位共同见证和引领这股新的浪潮。 接下来让我们选手去书开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。
Oh, here we go, guys. It is the final JCK card of the year. What an incredible year it has been. Thank you very much for joining us for all the great fights throughout the year. But we're not done yet. JCK 114 coming at you live from Shanxi, China. Making his way down to the JCK cage to get us started. It is Mulati Tuerxun, the fireman. His Chinese nickname is Huanan, which literally translates to fireman. He's on fire. He's got wins in his pro career in 2 fights.
A little bit for a while. Very strong, athletic kid. And just for the folks out there, fireman, that does not actually refer to fireman, someone who works at the fire station.
No, it literally means like
man on fire.
Man
Let's say
of
that.
fire.
Man,
Oh,
man
there
on
we go.
Fire. I would call him the man on fire. Denzel Washington shout out right over there. And bro, look at this. He's 18 years old. At Bantamweight, he has a reach of 182 centimeters.
That's crazy.
That's insane, man. Like,
You
61
know,
kilograms.
he's a prospect.
What? How tall are you?
I was gonna say I'm 178, but Tinder 180. Although I don't use, definitely don't use Tinder.
So, all right. And your weight is also 61, right?
Oh, yeah. When I was in like grade 9.
Exactly. It's
But
insane, man. And he's pretty jacked. He's not all skin and bones. Very excited for this rangy Mulati. Welcome. Welcome here at JCK.
He's, the type of young prospect that promotions love. He's young and undefeated. That's what we like to see.
And he's, he's got a big test in front of him because walking out of the red corner is his opponent. Is Yeerbole Tajialike. Now Yeerbole, at 6-9, he's had a rough run in his pro career. But let's have a look at who he lost against, because you've got to take into consideration who he lost, and there's some big names. Buho Yoga, 2-time million RMB finalist. Halerka, million RMB winner. Jumbo Chair, former champion. Maye, very, very good top 10 guy, maybe top 10 guy. Sukbat, right now in the running,
Sukbat.
right? So, man, these are all killers. And he even has a win over Lee Hongji. Lee Hongji is one of the guys I have my eyes set on. Unfortunately, Hongji, hasn't had that much success recently, but oh my goodness, is he talented. And Yeerbole has a win over him. Just shows the talented fighter Yeerbole is. Yeerbole, he's just not had the best of luck. And I believe he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He needs to prove why they need to keep inviting him back.
You know what this fight is, man? This fight, I think, is a really good test for Mulati Tuerxun. It's going to show where he's at. Yeerbole, he's had 9 fights. He's a lot more experienced. So is Mulati for real? Can he live up to the hype and get to the next level in his career?
And Yeerbole, bro, he's tough, man. And he's only been finished a couple of times. And considering who he fought, that says something in of itself, because he's fought some top-level guys and taken them the distance, So Yeerbole right now looks like there's a bit of an equipment failure. He forgot to put in his mouth guard, and the referee on the side is having none of that. Checking to make sure he's fully equipped.
Definitely need a mouth guard. Safety first.
There you have Dada, the referee, putting on the last bit of Vaseline. And into the JCK cage for the 7th time is Yeerbole. This guy's at home here, welcoming.
He's already had 7 fights at JCK.
Welcoming the 18-year-old kid.
Isn't it crazy when you have a guy that's 25 and he's the veteran in the fight?
That's insane, yeah.
Because Mulati is only 18 years old.
Yeah. And we have a look at the tail of the tape, and you'll see a huge reach advantage is in the favor of the much younger fighter, Mulati.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子重量级的复赛争夺 本场比赛，红方选手叶尔波勒塔加利克赛前超重，扣除1分。蓝方选手身高180公分，臂展182厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄18岁，来自于黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上杀的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是Mulati。波洛。本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
来这儿，对击打后脑，对当火啊，不要放够量，不该出现。
Getting set for the first fight of the evening, guys. Kicking off the prelims. It is Mulati Tuerxun in the blue versus Yeerbole in the red.
Look at the reach and height
I was
difference between these two, but
just going to comment on
just
that.
ducks underneath.
So
Yeerbole just ducks underneath a big right hand.
I mean, 14-centimeter reach advantage for Mulati.
He's trying to use those legs to keep the fight at range.
The shot.
There we see Yeerbole. This is what we knew, what we expected him to do, is to take this fight to the ground.
Great level change. Now, we see that.
Nice elbows from the bottom from Mulati. Remember last show, we had somebody getting cut by one of those chopping elbows.
But it was curious for me to see that Mulati's reaction to getting taken down wasn't to really try to get back to his feet right away. It was to kind of just settle into guard.
Yeah.
And Yeerbole is heavy on top. We see he has the leg triangled there. His hips down. Looks very heavy on top. Mulati transitions back to full guard now. He's got those really long legs. It's going to help him with all kinds of techniques from the guard.
For sure. You know, first thing when you go to jiu-jitsu class, when you see them long rangy legs are like triangles for days, because it's so easy for you to slap on triangles. Got the right body type for that. Also, if you can get a top position, you know, all those arm triangle variations, what I mean by that, we're talking about DARs, arm triangle, katakatami, anaconda, transitioning into guillotines, you know, so many variations, which are really, really good if you have those long arms, because it's just easy to sink it in.
Indeed.
Oh, beautiful elbow from the bottom. He's looking for a guillotine. Very difficult to do from this position.
Yeerbole on top. Got the takedown early. Both guys are still dry.
Nice hammer fist there from Yeerbole. And I think Yeerbole is doing the right thing, you know, with such an absolute 16-centimeter reach disadvantage. I think he wants to, this is exactly where he wants to be. Yeerbole on top, just grinding.
Yeerbole,
a much younger fighter, inexperienced fighter, you know, I want to say much less experience, right?
Yeerbole has an advantage in experience. He's been in JCK 6 times before. He's fought some big names. Like I said, I think this is a really big test for Mulati to see where he's at in his career right now.
And how different is Mulati going to be once he gets up again? Like, is this going to change him as a fighter? You know, they say, like, after you get taken down and beat up by a proper wrestler, when you get up, you're not the same anymore. You're going to be slower, you're going to be more tentative. It's almost a bit of a reverse psychology where, like, you're so worried about the takedown, you forget to fight, and then you actually end up being taken down easier again. That happens to a lot of fighters. I'm saying that will happen to Mulati. That's just the question. Is he going to get back up and immediately go back to using that really good reach he has?
Indeed. Well, good start for Yeerbole. Hasn't dealt a lot of damage from the top position. Let's see what happens here. Is See, I feel like Mulati, there was an instance there where he had the opportunity to potentially get up.
Yeah,
and he kind of settled back down into guard.
Yeah, to me it doesn't look like he has very technical wrestling
and he's
or
cut
escapes
now.
on the bottom. Who's cut?
Mulati, there's blood on the corner of his left eye.
Let's see. One of those punctures from Yeerbole did find good traction there.
There we go. So some damage has been done to the face of Mulati by Yeerbole, and we know that the judges highly value damage as a scoring criteria.
Mulati is also being quite active from the bottom here. Oh, he's going for some nice up kicks there. Yeerbole passes the guard now.
40 seconds left to work. He has passed the guard for the first time. See his right arm is kind of trapped there. He frees it up. Trying to
Crucifix, he got it. Nice little elbow there.
Crucifix position to land some of those left elbows. It's open, it's there.
It does feel like when they in this tight grappling exchanges that Yeerbole is just more physical. I mean, it makes sense. Same weight, but so much shorter, more stocky. He's got to, I believe he does have a bit of a power advantage.
He's got the man muscle settled in to his frame.
Well, we're going to go to the second round. Let's see how Mulati recovers.
Yeah, dominant first round by Yeerbole. He got the takedown early, stayed on top, landed some ground and pound, cut him. I think that's probably a pretty cut round for Yeerbole. Takes him down with a thud, and here is where he stayed for the rest of the round, landing ground and pound.
And he passed the guard later, you know, with about 30 seconds to go.
Yeerbole would love another win on his record. He's 1-5 in JCK. But like you said, he's fought some pretty tough competition.
Man, he's fought almost killers exclusively. You know?
We go round two between Mulati in the blue and Yeerbole in the red.
Oh, nice 1-2. Now
Mulati really needs to defend that takedown.
Mulati is throwing bombs right now.
How long is it going to be?
Trade. Oh, Mulati goes for the head kick. Yeerbole there, he shoots.
There it is, and he gets it. Gets it pretty easily.
Mulati is in the wrong position here. He was looking for a guillotine, but that's nowhere close. And immediately Yeerbole is, oh, this will be good.
Oh yeah,
this will be good.
Buggy choke attempt.
Let's see if he can do it.
I don't think he's got it. No, it's not quite there.
No, because that left hand's what Yeerbole did is right. He put the right in the right position.
Man, I think
now
we're going
he
to see.
can go for it again. Now Mulati could go for it again from here.
I think we're going to see
the right position.
A lot more Chinese MMA fighters studying the buggy choke after we saw Jimu Wusha pull off that ridiculous buggy choke against Dulile, put him to sleep.
And I'm telling you, last weekend when we had a Nate on the card, Nate Law, his coach Ben Johnson is a tall, also very tall, rangy fighter, and he was you know, talking and training. He said he'd want to work out a bit, and he did it to me. And that's the first time I've had someone apply the buggy choke to me. I thought it was too fat to be applied, but no.
It works.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's definitely a legitimate technique.
I had to tap, buddy. I had to.
Definitely legit. I mean, we saw Dulile get put to sleep with it.
Applied to me in the gym training, but I feel like you just, you know, open yourself up, make yourself big. Doesn't work that much. It's just uncomfortable. But no, if the guys know how to do it, you're gonna go sleep.
I guess so. And in the meantime, we have Yeerbole dominating from top position once more.
Yep.
I think we're seeing in this fight that there's definitely a hole in the wrestling game of Mulati. He got taken down on 2 takedown attempts without much resistance. And Yeerbole is just giving him the north-south treatment right here.
Fishing for an arm there.
See,
now he's going for a leg.
Mulati fishing for a leg, nothing there. Gets passed again. Yeerbole is...
I think Yeerbole on the ground is just five steps ahead. There he goes again. He needs to pass that arm. Yes, that arm needs to go to the other side of his head, actually. He's got the wrong leg. He wants to go for...
Yeerbole takes the arm. This could be dangerous. Oh, he's out of danger now.
Mulati just pouring on the
Wow.
fire.
What a turn of
Big
events.
elbows drop. This kid, Teng is very, very aggressive.
Now
Once
Mulati is on the attack. It looks like he's attacking that choke right away.
it's
Just submission before position here, going for it right away.
he needs to get his hooks
And
inside. He lost position again.
Wow. Both guys made the same mistake of just attacking the submission too hard before controlling the position and losing.
That armbar was
their
not
advantage.
too far off, but Mulati did really good stepping over, running around, and then come back on top and just dropping some hammer fists to force Yeerbole to let go of that armbar attempt.
A minute 30 to go with Yeerbole on top.
I think Yeerbole has been more dominant, but it's, I mean, you cannot count out Mulati. He just showed if he has a sniff of danger, he lets his hands go.
Yes, he just proved that
Definitely still in the fight.
he is in the fight, he's dangerous, and he still has some gas left in the tank as well.
We hear the corner of Yeerbole urging him on.
Now we see Yeerbole posturing up. Mulati has done a pretty good job of avoiding significant damage from within the guard here.
He's only got one small cut. That cut's actually quite small, right under the eyebrow. Have you seen that? Choke variation where we do it from close guard.
No.
Very best friend cranky. He does the old dog is he.
Too bad he never won ADCC.
He's the second best in the world.
Yeah.
For many years.
Okay, here we go.
Mulati.
Final seconds of the second round ticking down. Yeerbole, another solid round in the books.
I agree with you. Yeerbole did really good controlling that round, but there were moments of fireworks and excitement from the young kid Mulati, and I don't think this fight is like in the
Yeerbole, 봐? 적등만 бір 오라 있다 방 굴파 겠다. 봐? 굴치다가 지능다 가마다. 그러는 거 봐.
With little resistance, as we see here, another level change, a single takedown. Takes him down pretty easily.
Just runs the pipe very easily.
Landed a he hack as well.
Yeah, beautiful elbows.
Mulati did land some really good strikes there and also had a rear naked choke attempt, but it was short-lived.
Good. You went for the back. You went for the rear naked choke without the hooks.
So here we are, folks, getting ready for the third round. Mulati took a big deep breath.
I predict either a KO or a takedown within the first 30 seconds.
Mulati, Tuerxun is in the blue. Yeerbole, Tajialike is in the red. I think it won't be long.
Oh, nice knee to the middle from Mulati.
Yeerbole shoots. He had great success with takedowns and top control. There it is.
Oh, just misses with that knee again.
Gets him
But
down again.
Yeerbole,
Bit of a scramble here. But I believe Yeerbole is probably going to end up on top.
he's already on top, yes. Mulati needs to. He could hold him, but he's going to spend a lot of his energy here. Yeerbole could just wait.
Familiar.
The referee telling him to work. He could wait
Circumstance.
here if he's smart. He should just hold. Not allowed to get up and let the referee stand him up. Shouldn't let. Finally, feel sorry for Mulati here, but good work from Yeerbole. He does enough to get the position. Now he's in side control, looking for full mount.
Mulati able to avoid getting mounted, puts him back into half guard here. I think Mulati, after this fight, should take 6 months to work on nothing but wrestling.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he's 18 years old.
Oh yeah, so he's got tons of time. But we've seen here tonight that he has a pretty clear hole in his game. 3 takedown attempts for Yeerbole and 3 successful takedown attempts, I should say, without much resistance from Mulati. So I think it would be wise. Big shot lands there for Yeerbole. It would be wise for Mulati to work on his wrestling after this fight.
Look at this half guard. You see, like, he's got to move his hips to the right. He's got his back flattened out. This is horrible for Mulati. These are some jiu-jitsu 101s. But good work from Yeerbole. Look at this pressure. Now he's in full mount.
He's got
the back.
Oh, he's got the rear naked choke. This could be it.
Squeeze.
He's trying behind the head. It looks up.
So as well.
Scary moment there for Mulati. Very close to ending the fight there was Yeerbole. Yeerbole has been a workhorse here, fought 6 times in JCK already. He's only won 1 of those. You know how much a win would mean to him here tonight.
Absolutely, yes.
Will he slip off?
Escaping here.
He's on top here. 2. Oh, there's the choke attempt again. This time he goes palm to palm. Let's see, does he have it? I can't really tell.
Looks like it's pretty
belly down. This could be it. This could be it.
There we go. That's
wow.
it. Yeerbole gets a finish, and congratulations to him. I mean, that was a dominant. He fought very smart, and finally the second win here. A veteran, you know, here.
He was hunting for that rear naked choke. It was the second time he attempted it in this round. This time he goes palm to palm, and once he gets it, he starts sneaking that right hand behind the head. He goes belly down, hips into it. There's a ton of pressure, a ton of squeeze on this choke. Mulati has no choice but to tap or go to sleep. Sensational win by Yeerbole. He looked great tonight.
What did he do wrong this whole? I mean, the whole fight he dominated. Damage, went for the fight. Congratulations.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子MMA综合格斗规则重量级比赛的最终结果为：红方选手耶尔波勒塔加利克第3回合3分04秒使用背后裸脚相逢获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke.
One up, one down, one finish. Great fight in our first fight of the night, and we're already on to fight number 2. Really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. My goodness, Mr. Ma Teng, we haven't seen him on the Chinese MMA scene in a minute. He hasn't fought since pre-COVID, since January of 2019. So over 6, almost 7 years out of the game. In spite of this, he's still relatively young at 30 years old. He does have experience in some big organizations and an overall record of 5 wins with 3 losses with an 80% finish rate, including 3 wins by submission. We know he's a good grappler. I saw a fight of his where he was trading leg lock attempts with a Mongolian opponent. It was just nasty because these guys were just ripping on heel hooks. It looked like somebody's knee was going to explode.
And it was his opponent that actually started that. He just ate it for a while, and finally he turned it around and got the submission of his own.
Yeah, that video.
Good to me.
I'm not gonna hear me.
Who's making his comeback? Actually, one of my guys were offered to fight him as well, but we couldn't take the fight because of short notice. And so steps in out of the red corner and walking out, we see him now, Bahezhuli, with his pro record of making his JCK debut right here, right now. Have gone the distance. Another test. Opponent has a last 13 fights, and that was his 4th fight. You know, so when his opponent fought his 14th fight, he fought his 4th, and he still found a way to win. So I think Bahezhuli is an absolute grinder. He's quite thick for the division. They're very similar size, but if you look at, you know, Bahezhuli, he looks pretty thick. I know that Martin used to fight at featherweight. He's a little bit older now, at 30 years of age, and he's fighting. Here we see the 21-year-old Bahezhuli. So
all of his fights have gone to decision.
Yeah,
3-1. Still a young guy, only 21 years old.
So we know that Martin prefers to strike, and he can do submissions. But on paper, if you just read it like this, is someone with a grappling wrestling background going up against a former striker, boxing Sanda fighter. So the Chinese commentator Liu Tong, who's also a former featherweight fighter, they train together, they know each other, they're buddies. And I asked him about Martin. He's like, yeah, he's a former striker, good boxing.
I wonder why he took so long off.
I didn't ask.
I saw that he has trained at Sunken. I don't know if he trains there now currently. On Tapology it says he trains at Sunken.
All right.
Matang, so not really sure. Bahezhuli looks big.
Yep, very thick.
This is lightweight. These guys are around the same height, around the same reach. I think the biggest factor for me is all the time that Matang took off.
And we see, except for the 9 years age difference, it really is a slight height and a slight reach advantage going to the more senior Matang.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子轻量级的复赛争夺，蓝方选手身高181公分，臂展180厘米，体重71.10公斤，年龄30岁，来自于新疆国际搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩8战5胜3负。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是蓝方选手马特。 本场比赛，红方选手身高179公分，臂展179厘米，体重71.30公斤，年龄21岁，来自于盐湖搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩4战3胜1负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是红方选手巴赫。 本场张。
All set for this lightweight scrap between Matang and Bahezhuli. Matang is in the blue, Bahezhuli is in the red, and here we go.
Immediately, Martin gives some calf kicks and a beautiful overhand strike.
Man, his striking looks fast and crisp.
And powerful. It goes back to the calf again. That's 4 calf kicks.
So many. Wow, he's coming out very aggressive.
How long before we see Bahezhuli shoot for a takedown? Bahezhuli seems to be a little bit stunned here.
Yeah, there's the shot. Let's see if Matang can defend it. He's not able to. Let's see if he can get up. Kind of settles down into guard here. Bahezhuli did well to get that takedown.
Some elbows from the bottom. The referee telling me you can't do elbows in JCK leading with the triceps. You can do elbows from the bottom, you just can't lead with the triceps. So theoretically,
So
what
that would be
people
like a back elbow.
yeah, back elbow, but from anywhere. So it's not necessarily 12 to 6 angle. It's just you can't do the back elbow leading
So
with
you
the
can go
triceps.
straight. Oh no, you can't go straight down like
If
that.
you just turn your hand down a bit, you could go straight down because then it's a weird.
That's
rule.
a silly rule.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
Martin
Going for an armbar. Let's see if he can use it to get up to his feet. He is able to get up to his feet, but Bahezhuli is trying to
he has a look over at his corner.
take his back here.
Bahezhuli has both hands wrapped up, looking for a dump. He gets
Wow,
it.
he's
But
very
Martin
physically
is-
strong.
Martin could roll for the leg right now. No. Looking to open the grips there. He needs to watch his neck when he sits up like that. Do a bit of a sit out. He needs to be careful. Bahezhuli might jump for the rear naked choke.
Back up to his feet here is Ma Teng. Trying to strip the grip here, fighting the grip. You can see that Bahezhuli is very physically powerful.
Yeah.
By the way he was able to ragdoll Ma Teng down to the ground from this position.
I don't think Martin is a bit of a. I don't think he's weak either. Looking at him,
Exactly, so that just goes to show you
looks
that
like is he going for a Kimura on the outside?
he does have a standing Kimura here.
Almost, but Bahezhuli just swims his arm out. Almost gets the back. Nice little punches from the top from Bahezhuli. He's looking for the rear naked
Bahezhuli
choke.
is going for the choke, but Ma Teng spins out.
Spins out and goes for a double. He's got the single leg. I think he would do well just to stand up here. He's going to give his back. He could just stand up,
Looks like Bahezhuli is
reverse out of this.
thinking about attacking the neck here.
Yes, look,
He's
there
going
is-
for the anaconda choke here.
Yeah, and he's
potentially.
starting to wrap it up. Martin needs to be careful.
Let's see if he can get the grip on his bicep.
He's starting
Which
to cinch it. And look
Which
at
he's
those
doing.
fingers.
He's going to pull guard with it. This is
He's
an
going
anaconda
for
choke. This
it.
is dangerous.
This is bad. I agree with you.
This is
could be
dangerous.
tight.
I can't tell how tight it is. It looks pretty tight. Is Ma Teng going to be able to survive this?
And Martin needs to run around.
This could be trouble. It looks
Look
like
at the grimace.
it's fully on. Down. Bahezhuli choke, absolutely.
Round feet. Very, very strong. And I mean, dominant performance. On the feet, it really was Martin to kick things off. He did really good in the beginning. But Bahezhuli just comes back after he took him down. It really was a dominant performance with the wrestling. And then
Let's take a look here.
Slowly works his way in. He does that finger crawling, you know, where he just crawls his fingers inches
And
up.
we see Ma Teng go limp here. His arm falls down to the mat. It looks like he kind of woke up momentarily, but that was a wrap anaconda choke submission in the first round for Bahezhuli. What a great way to kick off things in the lightweight division here tonight.
接下来宣布比赛结果，本场男子MMA综合格斗规则轻量级复赛的最终结果为红方选手Bahezhuli第一回合3分享Sabyr at corner。
An exciting for our second finishes in two thing region training out. We see him with the Chunje Godot shirt on. Judong is quickly becoming one of the premier pro fight teams in China. They're based out of Chengdu, where I also reside. Shout out Chengdu, China, Chengdu Boss the Bat. And yeah, you say that very well.
That's the local dialect for, what does it mean again?
It means like awesome.
Awesome.
And
so JCK bust the band.
Exactly. And Nueraili is only 18 years old, man. So another young fighter. How many guys do we have on this card that are 18, 19, 20 years old? You know, undefeated record. Mind you, he's only 1-0. But here he is fighting in JCK already in his second pro fight. This is going to be a big test for him because his opponent tonight is also a really tough guy. These guys are very similarly matched up, have very similar styles. Big, tall guys for the weight class, long, rangy strikers with good grappling skills as well. His first pro fight, he fought a guy who had 5 pro fights, and he won. He beat him. So Nueraili is looking good. Here he is, Nueraili Balati.
Out of the red corner, welcome back, Ayiboli Zhuman. He started his pro career right here under the JCK lights. Tonight is his 3rd professional fight, and he must be feeling great because he bounced back after his first loss against the talented Yang Guoxi. Yang Guoxi is a very well-rounded fighter who got him out of the pretty quickly. However, after that fight, he got a win over Xiao Bu Wei right here in October. Was that October 11th of this year. And that was pretty recent, and at only 19 we know he's growing in leaps and bounds, and he's also getting more and more comfortable fighting here at the JCK International Fight Center. You know, we're talking about it these days, how nice the facility is here. You know, they got the hotel right literally attached to this event center, or hall we have here, event
it's
hall.
JCK base, we got everything here.
We got everything, right? They
restaurant,
the
gym,
other side,
KTV.
I got 2 really big gyms. One gym has a fully decked out cage, lots of equipment, you know, the very big weight room, everything here, 2 saunas, ice bath, etc. So the fighters get to stay here for 1 week before the fight to, you know, acclimatize, make the weights, and get ready, which also, you know, they really get to zone in on the fight, which is great. But for a lot of fighters, it's the first time. Most of the foreigners that have spoken, like, man, they love the experience because there's not many distractions here. Obviously, you got the internet, you can still play games on your iPad,
Believe
your phone.
me, guys,
it's fully focused on fighting.
Where we are in Shanxi is pretty much a small town in China, and there are no distractions out here. But to speak of.
But, you know, stepping into a new organization, especially with the quality of the production of JCK, they have really good media, a big following online. You know, it's a bit of a pressure for somebody who's the first time fighting under the JCK lights. But for Zhuman, it's not. Ayiboli.
He's fought twice before.
Zhuman, Ayiboli, yes, this is his 3rd time. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape, and we see very similar, but it is Nueraili with a 5-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子轻量级的复赛交锋，两位选手身高185公分，臂展190厘米，体重71.40公斤，年龄18岁，来自于成杰格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是蓝方选手Nueraili。本场比赛，红方选手身高181公分，臂展185厘米，体重71公斤，年龄19岁，来自于斗士格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2胜1负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩2战1胜1负，他就是红方选手Ayiboli Zhuman。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Is it just me or are these guys massive for lightweight?
Man, Balati
is like 6'1".
That's like welterweight signs, but and he's not, you know, all skin and bones. He's quite.
So 2 big guys.
Big,
oh, he's
legs.
huge, bro.
Yes.
Look at this.
Balati in the blue and Zhuman in the red.
Balati It is his first fight here in JCK. He's very flat-footed, just kind of plodding forward.
Look how calm he is. Southpaw.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful movement. You know who fights like Tajialike?
Zhuman tested him early, but Balati unfazed by that early pressure.
He just shifted back and actually gave a nice counter jab of his own.
Moving very slow and methodical, but has good reaction time. Now we see a little bit more bounce in his step.
He seems very, very confident.
Very calm.
Man, it makes me think of Tajialike. Remember Tajialike?
Yeah,
Very similar style.
absolutely.
Even a little bit like Zhuang, you know? Calm
The
pressure.
snake charmer, as you like to say.
Exactly. But he's got a nice counter jab with his right hand. How long before he throws that
And
left cross?
He's making Zhuman miss a lot,
Yep.
but he hasn't thrown a lot himself, so.
He's only thrown one big punch, one stiff jab, which he, that first exchange.
Warning from the referee for inaction. JCK is very strict about all rule enforcement. There's a nice right hand.
Goes, lands with the cross twice. Balati says it's nothing, but Zhuman did find home with his right cross there. Very, you know, if you double up with the right cross, sometimes, you know, it doesn't, it's not very textbook, but because it's so unorthodox, it works.
Definitely. The best punch is the one that lands.
I'm also, I don't understand why Balati, you see he's moving to his left. Normally if it's southpaw against orthodox, you kind of want to move to the side of your front leg. So if you're orthodox, you want to move to your left, and Balati should be walking to his right here, but he's moving to his left. Interesting.
Not a lot of output from Balati so far.
Yeah. Very reserved. Only 18.
Nice right hand there by Zhuman. Zhuman is trying to bring it. Balati proving to be rather evasive.
Oh, looking for a spinning heel hook kick almost. That's a nice oblique. Zhuman shook his head after, shook his leg after that one.
See the hands pretty low for Balati. Some guys can really get away with that.
Beautiful.
Oh, and
he
cracks
catches him with a nice cross, drops him. That hurt Zhuman. Now we see Balati starting to.
There's a firefight there.
Both these guys landing.
They're both throwing down. I feel like there's a high probability one guy's gonna catch.
Both guys get. Now it's Zhuman looking for the finish. Balati wrestles up.
So both guys got hurt in those crazy exchanges at one point.
Both of them throwing down. Oh,
Low blow there.
big low blow there.
Actually heard it slap off the cup there.
Oy. Cringing.
There was a guy in the card, it was, I think, 2 events ago, who got a pretty nasty low blow, and someone sent like the medical report of his like checkup after, and there was like blood in his urine. It was pretty bad. Let's take a look at what happened here. It was I didn't really see it, but
I am feeling pain.
we're back in action. Prior to that, there were a few crazy exchanges where both guys got hurt.
You see that exit jab from Balati. He does really good with that, but both these guys have their chins up in the air and throwing down.
Yeah, wild exchanges there.
Oh, big overhand, tries to follow it. Gets a
Oh,
takedown. Zhuman gets a takedown.
Zhuman.
Oh, he's right in full mount immediately.
Straight into mount, and he's working on an arm triangle immediately as well.
Don't know if he must feel like it's hard to. Needs to be careful.
The mount position, he lands a really nice elbow before Balati is able to recover into half guard. Zhuman, I'm sure, is very strong on top. He's posturing up as though he's mounted him.
Big bomb
He's like,
being dropped.
I don't care if I'm in half guard.
Look at Balati,
I'm
he just
posture up.
wrestles, just powers his way up.
Wow, Balati just muscling his way up.
And Zhuman on him.
Wow.
Catches him with a nice stiff left hand as Zhuman right at the end of that exchange.
What a first round.
Yeah. These guys are thrown down. 18 and 19 years old.
Incredible.
Really good fight. I mean, it's really highs and lows. Oh,
Wow.
big punches thrown right at the end of that round.
Awesome first round between these two.
You know, what a roller coaster round. Either they did nothing or they did everything.
Yeah.
It's a real.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. There wasn't a lot in between.
Blasted too much.
Let's take a look at some of the action here. We see
Look
Zhuman
at Zhuman double it up. That was the very first exchange.
marching forward. I think this is where Zhuman got caught. Oh, he actually landed a nice left hand to the jaw of Balati. Balati landed
That's the left.
his own left hand, which spun him around, and then
I think
Balati hooked.
but that drop from Balati was just a slip.
Second round between Ayiboli, Zhuman in the red, and Nueraili, Balati in the blue. Action-packed first round that was. Zhuman did really well on the ground. Landed a couple.
I think he should. It does feel like he has the wrestling advantage.
Yeah, perhaps he could look to exploit that in the second round here. Both very long reach for the division. What is blows the distance reach?
Couple of working back, quickly change directions and catch him coming in. You could also hide behind the jab and do like a double, triple jab. Or you could buy a little bit of respect if you can catch him.
Oh! He's out! Huge knockout! Unbelievable!
Oh my God!
Wow!
Out of nowhere!
Highlight reel knockout for Ayiboli Zhuman.
He came down like a tree chopped at the roots. Timber! And followed up with a big hammer fist. The referee tried to dive inside there, but Zhuman was on his opponent.
Wow!
What a finish.
What a knockout. Let's take a look.
It was that right cross. Yep.
Massive right hand over the top, just sleeps him.
And then look at this hammer fist at the end.
The follow-up shot was unnecessary, but heat of the moment kind of thing. Look at this. Oh, out cold.
And you see his head whiplash against the mat.
Unbelievable.
Congratulations.
3 fights, 3 finishes. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Zhuman gets the win.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级复赛的最终结果为：红方选手阿伊伯利朱曼第2回合1分07秒 KO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by knockout.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? I told you at the start of the broadcast, I had a feeling about this card. I had a feeling we were going to see some highlight reel finishes. And how about that knockout? Ayiboli Zhuman scoring a thunderous that on highlight long last prelim. Peng Honggui coming down to the JCK cage. He is 23 years old, fighting out of Hunan province, and he is 1-0 in his JCK campaign thus far. We saw him in his first fight, win a unanimous decision, 29-28 across the board over Lan 1-1 to finish rate. Since turning pro in December of 2024, he has had 5 pro fights. This will be his 6th pro fight in a year. So very active, very busy schedule for Peng Honggui, excuse me. And he's been looking good. He's got a tough test tonight though, because his opponent is very experienced. He's had 5 fights in JCK versus Peng Honggui's lone fight, but that's how it is. JCK is a shark tank, sink or swim.
Yeah. Kill or be killed, buddy. We've seen that tonight. 3 fights, 3 finishes, as you just said. And his opponent walking out of the red corner is young Judong. He burst onto our radar, winning a one-night 4-man tournament absolutely in killer style. You know, he won that final with a flashy ninja choke. However, since then, when he's been on a bit of a skid, losing the last 3 in a row. However, it's been against tough opponents, Hu Tao, who we saw last week, Chubi Guquan, a very tough striker, and of course, Chen Jiaqing. Yang is very aggressive and confident in his Granite Chen, and also think it's something that's led him to getting some of his losses. I've watched him train. He has slick submissions, really good wrestling, but he often just gets in the cage, drops his hands and walks forward, urging his opponents to get into an absolute war, standing on his feet, trading.
He relies on his chin a lot.
Man,
like
he's an absolute warrior.
He's like one of those guys, he'll take a shot to give a shot. He'll take 2 to give 1.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, he's actually got a full MMA skill set, and I really hope he gets to show it. When I interviewed him, I asked him, hey, so what are you going to do? You're going to show us your Granite Chin? You're going to actually show us some of your good MMA skills? You're going to fight smart today? He's like, yeah, the plan is to fight smart this time. And I hope he doesn't get too hot-headed, because sometimes he gets hit, and he just switches on, and he just wants to go and trade. But that's why we love him. It's very entertaining. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape, and Yang Judong is obviously 5 years older, but the height and reach advantage goes to the younger Peng.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子重量级的复赛交锋，蓝方选手身高177公分，臂展177厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄23岁，来自于盐湖搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩5战4胜1负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜，他就是蓝方选手彭洪贵。本场比赛，红方选手身高169公分，臂展165厘米，体重61.30公斤，年龄28岁，来自于阿修罗拳王俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战6胜3负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩5战2胜3负，他就是火炮杨举动。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
All set for this one, guys. I made a mistake. It is actually our final prelim fight of the evening.
Judge, time.
This bantamweight fight between Peng Honggui in the blue and Yang Judong in the red.
Yang, very easy to see.
Oh, he does have green. Cool. See that?
Yeah, very boxing. He loves to slip on. Nice kick from Yang Judong.
We saw Yang Judong win a one-night tournament here in JCK in 2024. Finished the finals with a ninja choke, and since then has lost 3 in a row.
Beautiful outside slip. Oh, he eats a right cross. Yang Judong eats another.
Yang Judong is really timing that counter right hand very well.
But he ate 2 heavy crosses there. Both these guys getting hit there. Look at the size difference. It's as if the 2 weight divisions, like they're not in the same division, huh?
I think it looks like they're 1 weight class apart for sure. Peng Honggui is huge.
2 separate divisions. Oh, nice step through.
Yang Judong's got the power.
Oh,
And nice left hand.
From Peng. Well, what an action-packed card so far, huh?
3 fights, 3 finishes. I love the way it's going. I want to see 8 finishes tonight in 8 fights. Has that ever happened?
No.
Oh,
beautiful right cross from Yang.
Peng Honggui's got a chin.
Absolutely.
He's eaten like 2 really big right hands with very little effect. Although those add up. Will add up.
Ending there.
We have really competitive
I also
matchups.
think it's just the roster and all, just the quality has improved.
Oh! He hurts
him.
He's
wobbled
wobbled.
him again.
He's hurt against the cage.
Looking for, he's headhunting right now. He's Yang. Peng
Looking for the finish. Both men stumbled.
Oh, big punches
Peng
from
Honggui is
Yang.
hurt.
Peng is just fighting through it.
He's fighting back though.
So tough.
He's still dangerous. I think Yang Judong is choosing wisely to back off a little bit here because you don't want to
Get caught.
or just burn yourself out.
Oh, another beautifully timed cross.
Trying too hard for the finish.
Doubles
Wow.
up with a cross.
He's really putting it on him.
Oh, another big cross lands.
Whoa.
Elbows.
That was almost like a standing hammer fist.
Jab, but gives the cross of his own.
Wow.
Both these guys are landing.
Both guys. Way.
Far and Yang Judong goes around the lead hand. Yang Judong taking some deep breaths. Look at the busted up face of Peng.
He did expend a ton of energy seeking the finish there.
Also, one nicely timed.
Oh!
Another step through cross.
Another huge right hand. Peng Honggui has got an incredible chin. He's absorbed a ton of punishment. Lands a nice left hand of his own.
Now he comes back, man. This kid is tough as nails.
For sure, but this sort of style is not sustainable because he just takes so much damage. Wow, his nose is busted up bad now.
Beautiful kick. Getting caught there, but look at the reversal, I told you. Yang Judong has some slick wrestling and jiu-jitsu too.
Yeah,
1 minute left.
He did very well.
Look at the left eye of Peng.
To scramble on top.
He's starting to look for some.
Triangle.
Oh.
Triangle choke attempt by Peng Honggui. He's got it. Oh my goodness, he's got the triangle locked up.
50 seconds
This
left.
is dangerous. For sure, this is locked up. This is trouble for Yang Judong.
Yang Judong is fighting it.
Triangle out of nowhere.
Yang Judong and
oh, he's posturing up now, but it's still locked on.
Yeah, look where the elbow is. You know, like the elbow's still across the hips.
He's gonna mount him with it.
Oh, he's in mount. This is bad for Yang Judong.
With it.
Oh my
Is
God,
he
this could be
finish
one
it?
of the best comeback finishes if he can finish this.
Yang Judong is fighting with everything he's got. He's not gonna tap unless he goes out. The armbar is there as well.
Yang Judong now. Oh, wow. Big punches here.
Punches from within the triangle.
Look at this.
Yang Judong
he's defending himself.
Desperately trying to survive.
10 seconds, and he's put on the squeeze.
Wow.
Look at this, 10 seconds left.
Incredible.
We can see the crowd
look at this.
Cheering on. What a comeback, 3 seconds.
3 seconds left. Is he gonna survive? Wow.
Oh my God, what a first round. Maybe one of the best first round we've had at JCK.
How did he survive? How did he survive that?
How did Peng survive earlier too? Oh my God.
Fully locked on triangle. He was in that triangle for what seemed like an eternity. And then he got mounted and he was getting smashed from within the triangle.
左打站立，注意防摔。他打不过你的，那只有后手，知道吧？
Like he got stung by a swarm of bees.
Stung by Yang.
This stopped the fight.
That was that follow-up jab. He catches the right.
Over and over, stumbles him. Man, you could show half that round on the highlight reel.
Yeah.
What a fight. Oh, my goodness.
And Peng locking up that triangle pretty high up. He elevates it beautifully, locks it up. Those long legs. I mean, after being beat up so badly, he still has the fight in him. And he's still dangerous.
I don't know how he didn't finish that. That was crazy. It looked fully locked on. Yang Judong just never say die.
Nice inside kick.
Never surrender. And you know what? Despite eating all that punishment.
Both guys never say die, you know?
Oh, yeah. But look at the damage on Peng Honggui's face, though.
Inside kick.
You can be as tough as you want, but if your body gives up on you, your eyes are swelling up, your nose is broken.
Look at the head movement of Yang. Left, right, inside, outside. He fights with his hand down, but it's lots of times does it to bait his opponents.
Yeah, we see
counters very well.
I feel like Yang Judong
there he counters again, slip.
Has much more technical striking.
Oh, his boxing is damn crisp.
Super crisp. I'm a big fan of this guy.
Now he's starting to work the body with those kicks, inside legs. Lots of
footwork. He knows that as the bigger fighter, he can put that forward pressure on you. Just march forward, and he's relying on his iron chin as well. Oh, gets stung again.
Lead hook.
Who'd you give that first round to?
That's Yang. Look at the damage.
But he almost got finished.
Yang also almost got finished. Sorry, I mean, Peng also almost got finished.
True.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I retract my statement. Beautiful
shot.
He hides behind that. Hides behind that beautifully.
He goes to take the back here. He gets two hooks and he's going for the choke. He's going for the rear naked choke. It looks like he's got it locked on. It looks like he has this choke. Is Yang Judong going to be able to fight his way out of this one? I don't think so. I think this is a wrap, Woody. I think this is it. The rear naked choke is fully on. Is he going to tap? He taps.
Oh,
it's over.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And just like that, it finished a little bit. You know, that was so unexpected the way he did it. He just jumped on that rear naked choke. A little bit Yang Judong also. He turtled there and gave the back a little bit too much. But
what a fight, though. Peng
Hongguei
is just
fight. Peng
so
Hongguei,
tough.
now he's on a streak, but he's 6-5. This is
5-1 now.
5-1. Sorry, 5-1. And
there's no way out of this. That's it. That's a wrap. Fully locked on rear naked choke. There's nothing Yang Judong could do. I know he's really tough, but if he didn't tap, he was going to go to sleep. What a performance. What a fight that was. Back and forth. Both guys had their moments, and that was one of the best fights I've seen recently, I have to say.
And that first round was epic. This kid is so tough. He weathered a storm.
He's got to work on his head movement and his striking defense a little bit, but the future looks bright for Peng Hongguei.
Entertaining as always, Yang and Peng. Let's go to the official.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则除两级复赛的最终结果为：蓝方选手彭宏贵第二回合1分57秒使用背后裸脚相逢获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by rear naked choke.
I've been wrong twice tonight. First I said, you know, this fight was on the prelims, then I said it wasn't, and here we are again. It is on the prelims, guys.
Oh, no,
we have conflicting information. Look, on this card, it's a main card fight.
So maybe they changed things up a little bit because of the time. But walking out now from the blue corner is
Ailiyaer, Ainiwaer. My goodness, I'm on fire with these names tonight. A lot of fighters from the Xinjiang region, guys. A lot of different ethnic minority groups out in that region, and a lot of great fighters from that region. Yes, young guys, tough guys, hungry for fame, notoriety in the MMA community. And Ainiwaer is 5-0 unofficially. Officially, I mean on Tapology, he's 2-0. Met him in the elevator yesterday. Super nice guy.
He spoke to us in English.
Yeah, he's very friendly. He asked us where we're from. He's got some good English skills.
And he's also he's a big featherweight.
Oh, he's a featherweight. My goodness, because he was quite tall. In the elevator, he seemed like a pretty big framed guy. And you know, he's 2-0. Both wins are by finish. His last fight, he choked out a guy who had 15 pro fights. So that's really impressive for such a young, pretty green fighter. And here he is making his JCK debut, looking to make a splash in the organization. He's got an international opponent here.
I'll tell you something
Kazakhstan.
cool. This fight and the next 3 fights, everybody is making their JCK debut. How cool is that? It's insane.
All right.
Insane. The last 4 fights in the card, everybody are new to the JCK. And here is his opponent. Let's welcome Sabyr Bakdaulet. So this young Kazakh brings a pro record of 4-2, and he loves to push the action, only going to a decision once. He is one of those kill be kill type of fighters. This is his first fight here in JCK, as I just mentioned, but he will join a whole bunch of fighters from Kazakhstan who are fighting under the JCK banner, and we've seen some really good fighters come here to Sanchi. You know, it's not too far away from Kazakh. We have quite a few of our Chinese national ethnic Kazakhs who are training at Team SAQ in Kazakhstan. Sabyr trains or represents Team Turan Orda Fight Club, and we're very welcome to have him here at JCK.
You know, it's interesting, guys. The Xinjiang region in China borders Kazakhstan, and there are Kazakh ethnic minority groups in Xinjiang. And I believe that the language is similar.
Very similar. And actually, if I can even diversify, there you got the Uyghur minority, you got Kazakh minority, and you also have the Semuka. He is
Huizhu?
no. Oh, I'll have to give me a second. I forgot. Anyway.
Very diverse region anyway.
Yeah, it's a diverse region.
What I'm trying to say is there's actually cultural similarities between Kazakhstan and parts of Xinjiang as well.
Yeah, and they can actually
they can communicate with each other.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so they actually, when they come out here, a lot of times if they're not fighting each other, they actually hang out and help each other out. So a lot of times you'll see the local Chinese will help.
Yeah.
And be translators for the.
So in this instance, you got a fighter from Kazakhstan versus a fighter from Xinjiang. They're right next door to each other.
Yep, I'm sure when it kicks off, they're not going to pull the punches. Let's have a look at the telltale, and it's a younger fighter, Ainiwaer, that has a 5-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的复赛交锋，蓝锋选手身高180公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄19岁，来自于火山格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩5战全胜。那么今天晚上是他的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝锋选手Ailiyaer。本场比赛，红方选手身高175公分，臂展175厘米，体重66.40公斤，年龄22岁，来自于 Tuerxun MMA 综合格斗战绩7战5胜2负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome red corner from Kazakhstan. I give you Bakdaulet Sabyr. 本场比赛场上裁判 Thomas Fan.
The man, Thomas Fan, been a BJJ black belt for like a million years.
Yeah, I got my first 4 stripes under him.
Really?
Yeah, he had a coach working in Shenzhen who was under him, and he came to Shenzhen for a seminar and gave me my 4.
So don't mess with the ref here in JCK. He's gonna put you in a rear naked choke, make you regret.
Man, he's a tricky, tough old grappler. That guy, I'm telling you, don't underestimate him. He's strong as an ox. But right now we have these 2 featherweights, the 19-year-old and 22-year-old.
Fight!
In the featherweight division, the final fight on our prelim card, it is Ainiwaer versus Sabyr Bakdaulet. Ainiwaer is in the blue, Sabyr is in the red.
Sabyr starts things off with a nice calf kick.
Ainiwaer is such a nice guy. Hard not to cheer for him. Very polite and respectful and friendly.
To be honest, most of the fighters we get into a beautiful closing the distance from Sabyr.
Here's the takedown attempt by Sabyr.
He's already halfway to the back of Ainiwaer.
Sabyr has tasted defeat twice in his career thus far. Both losses were finishes in the first round. Ainiwaer is undefeated at 2-0, although Sabyr has significantly more experience with 6 pro fights.
Now he's got 2 hooks in already. This is not good for Ainiwaer.
Taking the back.
Sabyr,
We've had
right
4
on the back. How long before he starts looking for the neck?
4 finishes in 4 fights.
Big punches there from Sabyr.
I like how he's crisscrossed the
Yes.
hooks.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's got the choke. I can't tell.
No, it's not under the chin, but he's got the arm in already. He's already threatening with the choke. He might be able to.
Good job by Ainiwaer by just moving and forcing his opponent to move, which makes it harder to cinch in the choke.
Yeah, now he does
He's
give up
still
the
in
back.
danger, though.
Oh.
Heel strikes.
He
to
hit
the
the cup. I heard that too.
Oh,
You heard
my
that?
goodness, I did. The crack of the cup.
But he's going to go for those hook kicks.
It looks like he's just cranking his face.
There's-
Can he sink in the rear naked choke? It's getting dangerous.
It's getting dangerously
It's
close.
getting dangerous. He's got this crank. If he's, if he's got a really good squeeze, that can be dangerous.
Ainiwaer does enough there to get.
Bad spot early for.
He gets Sabyr to let go of that attack, but the control is all Sabyr.
Yes, Sabyr,
And we're already 2 minutes deep into this fight.
dominant position to start this fight out. And early on in the fight, guys, they're dry. Sweat is a huge factor in grappling control. And guys are shirtless and sweaty. It's just harder to hang on to somebody in the first round when you're nice and dry. Control is a little bit easier in that regard. But here we are back to the feet.
And we see Sabyr does a
Ainiwaer.
beautiful gut wrench, drags him down.
Back down to the mat.
Surfing those hips beautifully is Sabyr. So just
Stuck to him.
like glue, you're right. Nice back elbow from Ainiwaer.
Trying to strip the grip.
Oh, look at that.
Sneaky little trip takedown by Sabyr. Still trying to break the grip is Ainiwaer, and he's able to and turn and face his opponent. We're back on our feet.
How long before Sabyr goes for the
Hard
shot
calf
again?
kick.
Nice 1-2 from Ainiwaer. He does look like he has some power in those hands.
Certainly.
One thing we've seen from these young fighters today is, damn, are they scrappy.
Oh, yeah.
Do not count any of them out of the fight until the fat lady sings. Oh, big punches thrown by Ainiwaer. 1-2, 1-1. But Sabyr is moving away from the danger.
Ainiwaer is
Almost catches the kick. Sabyr catches the kick, but almost lands the kick. Does Ainiwaer?
indeed. And taken down again against the fence here is Ainiwaer. The wrestling of Sabyr is on point tonight.
55 seconds left in the first round, and it is Sabyr back on top. Ainiwaer is going to try to push him off.
Sabyr almost did like a cartwheel to get around behind his opponent again. He's got to be careful not to ride too high. He is stuck to the back of Ainiwaer here.
And Ainiwaer's expended so much energy so far in this fight, just trying to stay out of danger.
And that's going to take...
And it's Sabyr doing all the, if you can say, surfing. He's riding on top of his opponent. And this is so taxing and tiring. Can Ainiwaer keep this up for 3 rounds?
We shall see, but it's been a dominant first round for him as he
10 seconds
goes
left.
fishing for that choke again. 10 seconds left
Big
in the round.
hammer fist.
Sabyr.
Looks for the head kick right at the exit.
Solid first round for Sabyr Bakdaulet.
Another exciting round. Man, tonight, did they hear our opening speech of let's get the action rolling for the last card of 2025?
Hey, these guys know they want to make a statement.
Olmaz. Olmaz. Yine Fredine. Koyacak Fredine. 先不要想。
Right, let's have a look at the highlight reels. We saw very early on Sabyr getting the back and really
So he was
testing the defense here, but this is Ainiwaer going for some heavy punches, not finding home. And that's the kick that I said that almost landed on the face of Sabyr, but Sabyr gets a takedown and avoids getting kicked in the face.
I think what made the first round was the wrestling of Sabyr. He's clearly got an advantage wrestling to take Ainiwaer times. Added second.
Do you think that we're going to see a third round in this fight?
Hard to say.
Hard to, well, the last fight just at the drop of the hat, things just ended, right?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, those guys, you could tell by the first round that a finish was very likely because they were just recklessly going at it.
Oh, beautiful stiff jab, wobbles Sabyr, but
hard body kick as well.
Back, and there's
Back on
he's
the
resting again. Ducks underneath, immediately gets that gut wrench, and he's surfing on the hips
So
of Ainiwaer.
it feels like Sabyr has that trump card that he can use whenever he likes. He can just level change and switch into wrestling mode anytime he wants. And
But the problem with his wrestling is not just holding, he's dishing out punishment. He's lots of trips, lots of control, and
that's a
threatening.
sneaky little trip that he's done several times so far.
He does it very in all directions. So he pulls or kicks with his foot to get the trip.
Ainiwaer has shown that he's very dangerous on the feet, but vulnerable to the wrestling attack of Sabyr. Now let's see what happens with some separation here. Sabyr is on him with the forward pressure right away.
Ainiwaer starting to work, looks for a body jab. We hear the coach of Ainiwaer telling him, don't just do real, do some more fakes.
Hard.
Oh, big kick.
Hard leg kick by Ainiwaer.
Oh, beautiful kick through the middle from Sabyr. Sabyr catches the kick.
Gets it down.
Oh, that's nicely done. Now he's already in side control.
Passes the guard right away. Does Sabyr.
Nice hammer fist. 3, 4, 5. Some good punches here from Sabyr.
Those punches definitely scoring for Sabyr.
Ainiwaer did really, really good, but spent so much energy surviving because Sabyr is looking for the finish either with the striking or with the submissions. Non-stop action and tempo from Sabyr here. Goes for that beautiful punch as well.
Trying to hit that trip again with Sabyr, but
Finally
Ainiwaer wise
drags
to
him
it.
down.
This time he's kind of in transition here, almost taking the back.
Just punching away
Does
at
have
the
one hook in.
face.
He goes for that choke again. He's switching sides, trying to be tricky with it, attacking from multiple angles, but Ainiwaer solid defensively.
Nice hammer fist. Standing up. Ainiwaer just as relentless as Sabyr is, so is Ainiwaer not accepting the positions. I mean, it feels like he's, being technically outclassed here, but he's not backing off. He's fighting back, he's staying active, moving around. Let's see, now Sabyr has him in half guard, flattened out, moving to full mount. There's a quarter mount right now. I feel like Sabyr is going to start unleashing his hands very soon.
There's an opportunity here to land down that elbow. That's moving around.
Needs to be defense.
Some separation here. Now let's see what.
Oh my goodness, what happened there?
It was that one elbow from Mount, I believe. Did they call the doctor in?
Oh my goodness, I did not see that. I just saw him standing up as a bloody mess. Where's the cut? Oh, right between the eyes.
So they're not calling the doctor in. It's weird there.
This is the doctor.
Oh yeah?
This is the JCK doctor, yes.
It was this elbow. This big one here. Boom!
Bada bam!
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark, ladies and gentlemen. It's bleeding profusely. Let's see the size of the cut.
Doesn't look to be too serious, but it is bleeding. Oh.
That's gonna be a problem because it's gonna open up right away.
Look, the blood is already coming out.
Yeah, it's going to open up right away. It will sound to see that. Oh, very hard leg kick. Now, time is of the essence for Ainiwaer because the longer the fight goes, I think the more that thing is going to bleed.
Oh, he goes for a jumping knee, misses the target. And now it's Sabyr back on top, 55 seconds left.
When they're on the ground like this, if that cut starts to leak,
nice hammer fist again.
The blood is going to be a real problem.
Sabyr is just relentless. Sabyr fights, he's looking for damage.
And Ainiwaer is just so tough. You know, there's no quit in him.
Punches again from Sabyr, surfing on the hips. Punches.
Tough sport, ladies and gentlemen.
You see the spread knee of knee.
It's thinking about yourself. School.
Donald, so you want to be a fighter,
yeah.
Right? That theme was pretty famous.
I mean, blood and guts, heart and glory. I'm sure they're going to work on that cut a little bit more.
Bagdaulet，好呀，做得很好，不要担心。可以，要不要喝点水？
Let's take a look at some of the action here. Ainiwaer did have some moments on the feet, right?
That jab was good.
That was a hard body kick as well. Unfortunately, though,
this is what it's been all about.
The wrestling of Sabyr was just,
and like
this elbow right there, bang, opens up a bad cut.
His ground and pound is just mean. Makes you think of the great Khabib. Same style of ground and pound, just relentless. Threatening with the chokes, but buying respect with the ground and pound. Their work in terms of the
19 years old is Ainiwaer, 22 is Sabyr. Both guys very young. Sabyr's looked great in this fight so far. See Ainiwaer trying to time that knee. I think he needs a finish to win this fight, Woody.
Now he goes for a kick, but look at the wrestling of Sabyr. He's got that body lock in. How long before he trips his opponent?
This has been a position that we've seen frequently throughout the fight.
Nice little back elbow.
You know, Sabyr taking the back. Ainiwaer trying desperately to stand up. He does stand up from time to time, only to be ripped back down to the mat.
Sabyr just surfing on his hips beautifully, dropping hammer fist, dropping body. Like, look at that, man! Just
the wrestling of Sabyr has just proved to be too much.
Like, this is the worst.
There's that choke.
Oh, it's in.
You know, he does have the arm under the chin. He just hasn't connected the grip.
He's just got one arm. Can he do a one-arm rear naked? No.
Ainiwaer did really good to fight that one off. I think he's riding too high. There's a chance he could slip off here. We see Ainiwaer trying to just kind of shuck him off.
Now Ainiwaer has a moment of his own.
Ainiwaer, this is his chance. He's got to land something big. He's got to land a big knee, a big punch, flying knee, something crazy.
Goes for an uppercut.
Here he goes, and you know, right as he marches forward, Sabyr just changes levels right underneath him.
Yeah, Sabyr just, you know, dropped to change level.
Too much now. This
It's of exhaustion. I used to do now is let his hands go. I don't think Ainiwaer has much left in the gas tank.
That's where he got cut, you know, in the second round as well, from a big elbow from this position. And I feel like 1 or 2 strikes to that area is probably going to open that cut back. There it is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If he puts a couple of those together, there's a case for the referee stopping the fight, I believe.
So many punches here. The ground and pound has just been so dominant.
So accurate as well.
From Sabyr.
He really picks his shots. But, you know, credit to Ainiwaer. He's been fighting the whole time. He's flattened out. This is a bad spot now.
A bad spot again, dropping elbows.
You know, I think Thomas is probably going to take a close look at this one.
And Ainiwaer staying busy, keeps on moving.
That's true. He has big shots.
2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Ainiwaer is so tough. He hasn't even thought about quitting even once.
Look at Sabyr. He's starting to go pump to pump, looking for a crank here. Not under the chin.
Ainiwaer is able to escape and
Sabyr
tries to squirm out, but Sabyr is just too strong.
And just so good at staying on top. Full mount again for Sabyr. Ainiwaer turns, gives his back. Big punches here.
Huge shots.
Looking for a crank again.
Man, just such a tough fight for Ainiwaer, you know.
Man, this kid is tough as they come, but how dominant Sabyr. He must be thinking, what else must I do?
I think, what do I got to do to get this kid out of here?
This kid doesn't quit.
And you know what? He's still dangerous,
Oh,
too.
there's a knee.
He's still dangerous, too, so they're going to separate here. There is still a chance that Ainiwaer lands a big shot. I mean, the odds of it happening decrease the closer we get to the end of the fight, as both guys are so fatigued.
Whoa.
But you never know.
Huge punches thrown.
He's still going for it, guys. He's got the heart of a lion. Both guys are exhausted, I'm sure. It's been a high pace throughout the entire fight. 1 minute left to go in this fight.
Sabyr, I think, is just, you know, waiting to time a double leg. Puts his hands up. Oh, beautiful uppercut from Sabyr.
Lands a nice right hand, and there's the
There
shot.
he closes distance. 45 seconds left. Another knee.
Ainiwaer most certainly needs a finish. Let's see what he's got with 40 seconds left in this fight. Can he pull something out?
Goes for the knee. Big
Huge right hand.
Sabyr shells up pretty well here. Ainiwaer just gasping for breath, so exhausted. You see, he wants to fight, but how much does he have left in that gas tank of his?
20 seconds left, guys. Both guys have shown a tremendous amount of heart. Sabyr back on the takedown. 10 seconds to go. Looks like it's the first fight of the night.
Oh! Huge spinning back fist, doubles up with it.
First fight of the night to go to decision, guys. Great fight between Ainiwaer and Sabyr. Pretty clear-cut decision for Sabyr, in my opinion, but you never know.
How dominant was Sabyr, and at the same time, how incredibly tough is this 19-year-old Ainiwaer. But congratulations to the, let's see if the judges agree with me, but Sabyr Bakdaulet.
You know, the story of this fight really was the grappling of Sabyr Bakdaulet. Every time.
And just the top control with the ground and pound.
Oh, yeah.
Mean, hard ground and pound.
You know, he was able to get the takedown almost at will. Almost every time he changed levels, he was able to take Sabyr down. He had great control from the back, good ground and pound, opened up a massive cut on Ainiwaer in the second round. You know, it was just a really tough fight for Ainiwaer. Very young. He's only had just this for him tonight.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 1, 32-27. 2号裁判30比27 Judge Number 2, 32-27. 3号裁判30比27 Judge Number 3, 32-27. 本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定，红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, representing Kazakhstan, the red corner, Bakdaulet, Sabyr. 接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。蓝方选手伊洛娜多罗娃来自于 Austrasian Region 俱乐部，职业生涯战绩11战8胜。他的对手索菲亚巴吉什维利来自于格鲁吉亚，职业生涯战绩20战11胜，曾经3次获得乌克兰桑博锦标赛冠军。接下来两人展开。
Я возрасте 5 лет, вновь я вернулась. Нет, я в Китае не впервые. До моего перерыва я провела в Китае 4 боя. Как я себя чувствую? Чувствую вроде себя хорошо. Я София Багишвили из Грузии, город Тбилиси. Приехала в Китай покорять вашу лигу. Моя сила в том, что я много борюсь. Я дерусь как в стойке, так и могу бороться. Поэтому для меня нет разницы. Так, в принципе, все проходит хорошо, все удачно. И я надеюсь, что удача будет за мной. Давай покажем красивый, интересный, хороший бой, которого пока что не было в Китае среди девушек. Также хочу сказать, что наш бой прошел без травм, так как мы обе являемся мамами, и нас дома ждут наши дети.
All set for the main card, guys, here. JCK 114. Curious one, this one. First of all, on the main card, how many foreigners are there? They're all foreigners. Oh my goodness.
They're all foreigners. I think it's a first. I believe it's a first for JCK.
It's got to be a first. You guys have to understand.
All foreigners on the main card in a show which is based in China. Of course, I mean, we've become pretty damn international, but I think it's a first.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have to understand, JCK obviously based in China, so, you know, most of the fights are going to feature a Chinese fighter. But JCK in recent years, particularly this year, has expanded its roster significantly to include fighters from all over the world. And this is the first time I've seen a main card to not feature a single Chinese fighter.
Yes,
in the biggest Chinese MMA promotion.
All 6 fighters are from international community.
Are from?
And
why?
Here we see Elona. Daurova. She's 37-year-old. I like what they said in the talk. We're both mothers. Let's have a great fight and not get injured. And man, Elona looks really, really young for 37.
Looks great for 37. She has taken 8+ year absence from the sport of MMA. The last time she fought was 2017. She was still in her 20s at that time. She was riding a 3 streak. She has fought a JCK veteran. Do you know who it is, Woody? That was her last. She got in the instead fought in time.
Has she been all this time? And maybe having kids took a bit of a pause on her career. Obviously, you know, having a baby and having a pro career at the same time is literally impossible. You cannot be a pregnant, you know, mommy running around having professional fights. But welcome her back to the pro fight scene.
Yes, and tonight she is fighting an opponent from Georgia who is 8 years her junior. 11, excuse me, 11.
Right.
I'm bad at math, guys. Canadians are not known for their math skills.
Well, we welcome, walking out of the red corner, Sofiia Bagishvili. And Bagishvili is 26-year-old, and I'm very excited about this matchup because, you know, with a pro record of 11-9, she is an MMA veteran, even though she is 11 years younger than her opponent. She comes from Georgia, where we have seen some top MMA fighters emerge in recent years. Some of my favorite fighters are from that. Guess who my top two? I mean, you got to know.
Georgia. Oh, it's obvious. We got Ailiyaer and Murat Balishvili.
Exactly. I love those two
pretty
fighters.
small country with a relatively low population, but they have like a lot of champions from that country. A lot of great fighters, I believe.
And Bagishvili's record is full of finishes, both for her and against her. So it's I say a fighter, I think she and also pro time.
Yeah.
And I really hope this fight goes well because maybe we'll have a female belt eventually.
Oh, that'd be great.
You know,
I think
awesome.
You know who's going to be the champ? Liao Na should be the champ, I think, in this division.
She's got to win it first, you know. But there's a few fighters that are really good that could, you know, put their hand up for contention for a title shot in this division, because it's not just one and done. You know, I can think of at least 4 or 5 good fighters. So
yeah.
As this division fills out, which I'm very happy about.
Her name even kind of sounds like Bagishvili.
Yeah.
Bagishvili.
Yep.
You know, she's one thing. I'm looking at her record. She's 1-5 in her last 6. So, and I think all but one were finishes.
You know, and most Georgians can speak Russian, so they can definitely communicate with each other. I'm excited for this. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. We see, most significantly, 11 years difference and very similar in both height and reach for both these ladies.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 女子草量级的正赛争夺，蓝方选手身高157公分，臂展153厘米，体重52.20公斤，年龄37岁，来自于 All Session Region。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战8胜3负。那么今天晚上是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Russia. I give you Elona Daurova. 本场比赛，红方选手身高160公分，臂展155厘米，体重51.70公斤，年龄26岁，来自于 Reformer Club。MMA 综合格斗战绩20战11胜9负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome right corner from Georgia. I give you Sofiia Bagishvili. 今天晚上比赛非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯毅老师和刘松老师，他们2位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Woody Progator 和 Andrew Derry 进行现场的呈现。Welcome！ 同时还要特别感谢颜值有礼赵岩老师以及我们的特约解说嘉宾方乐老师的鼎力相助。The referee who charged in his octagon is Mr. 梁明。
Last, excuse me. We are live, guys. Main card action kicks off in the female flyweight division between Elona Daurova in the blue and Sofiia Bagishvili in the red.
Bagishvili. lands a nice kick. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's Daurova landing a very nice kick. But Bagishvili looks like she has crisp boxing. Another nice kick for Daurova.
Daurova's got a great record, 8-3. Bagishvili is on a bit of a skid lately, as I mentioned. You know, losing 5 of her last 6. She's currently sitting at 11-9, slightly over.
Oh, nice! She catches her with a big right hand. Immediately enters the close. Interesting stat which I recently found out. For the women smaller division, the higher exactly where bigger timeout. She's got a cut, I think.
Oh my goodness. What was that from?
I don't know, but there's a big, maybe it was that big
Was it
punch.
that elbow or? I didn't see any elbows land.
Maybe the very first punch. Was it cut right on the nose? Yeah, it's a cut right on the nose.
Okay.
Of Daurova. It doesn't look that big, but obviously the blood running into the eyes of Daurova. I think it's that first punch.
Sit up here. Was it a punch that connected
well,
on the ground or?
No, I think when she caught that, the very, very first one.
I wish we could see a replay now, because I think everybody's a little unclear as to what just happened.
I think it was when Daurova kicked. Bagishvili caught the kick and threw a big right hand.
It's over.
Oh my God, it's a doctor's stoppage.
How? Oh my goodness.
One punch is all it took. Daurova, unfortunately, stopped due to a cut on the top of her nose. And they stopped the fight.
That's crazy.
Congratulations to Sofiia Bagishvili. Welcome to JCK. One punch is all it took. Beware to the other female fighters. I think it's this one.
Was it this one?
Look, she catches. Look at the right hand.
Yeah, it must have been. Okay, that was it. One punch. Wow, Sofiia Bagishvili packs a mean punch.
A bit of bad luck for Daurova. I think.
Did it break her nose?
I think no. I think it just caught the skin and tore it open.
Let's take a look.
See if she'll. Oh, it is pretty ugly. It does look like a deep cut there. We see here.
Doctor stoppage.
Bagishvili celebrating, going over, checking on her opponent. I do think it's just a superficial cut. No real trauma to the brain or anything there. Good sportsmanship between these two.
With the ice pack on it. That's rough welcome back to the sport for Elona Daurova after 8 years off. Maybe a little bit awkward angle in a foul. Well, folks, certainly not the result that we expected.
Like, to be honest, the crowd sitting there watching this, everybody's a bit stunned.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场女子 MMA 综合格斗规则草量级正赛的最终结果为：由于蓝方选手伊洛娜·多洛瓦因伤放弃比赛，本场比赛最终的获胜方是红方选手索菲亚·巴基什菲利。The winner is red corner.接下来将会进行的是一场女子协议体重之战。蓝方选手布鲁克·普里查德来自于新西兰城市踢拳战队，打法全面，职业生涯战绩2战全胜。他的对手梅丽卡·阿什塔瑞 来自于伊朗，身高180公分，臂展180厘米，曾经服役于伊朗国家队。两位选手只能够取得 JCK 战决城的首胜。下面比赛即刻开战。
Hi, I'm Brooke Pritchard. I'm fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, out of City Kickboxing.
I'm Melika from Iran, but I live in China about 3 years. My style in cage is MMA and Muay Thai. These are my combination styles to be a winner.
An 8-week camp, and I rolled into another 4 weeks on top of that, so I am more than ready and more than prepared for this opponent and anybody.
I hope we have a great fight in ring.
Long main event. 3, 4, 5.
Only one went the distance, and
Yeah.
that was an action-packed fight.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be an early night for us, guys. And, you know, it's a great way to cap off the year. It's been a phenomenal year at JCK in 2025, and 2026 is going to be even better. But here we go. Let's not focus on the future while we are still here in the present. Be here now, folks. Brooke Pritchard is making her way down to the JCK cage, and we're really excited to have her out for this one. Talking to her today at lunchtime with her coach. Really, really nice people. She's very intelligent, very well-spoken, and confident coming into this one. She says that she is well-rounded. She started training MMA from the get-go, so she's not a specialist per se in any one area. Feels comfortable anywhere the fight goes and views her opponent as more of like a singular threat. Whereas, you know, her opponent comes from kickboxing, a Muay Thai background, so it's pretty clear where her game plan will probably lie. I would expect that Brooke might have an advantage in the grappling department, perhaps with the wrestling and maybe the jiu-jitsu as well, but that remains to be seen. That would just be my assumption based on their backgrounds.
And obviously, you know, they've had some fighters from that team fight. Remember that Brody kid who was absolutely phenomenal? But you got to think, in their room, they got Dan Hooker, Israel Adesanya, some phenomenal talent coming out, arguably, you know, almost undeniably the strongest team in New Zealand. All the pros are training there. And
world famous team, you know, champions from that gym, very well-known gym. So here she is, Brooke Pritchard, excited to have her out at JCK. Did you see at weigh-ins, Malika gave her like a stuffed like teddy bear?
That's cute.
Very cute little moment. So it's like, oh, no, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, so I got to interview, because there's very little information about Malika Ashtari online, and got to speak to her when they were busy warming up and wrapping up. That is her husband behind her. So he's been in China for 12, I think 13 years, and they have their own gym. It's called Tiger Power. She is a kickboxer. Say again?
In Beijing?
Yeah, that's right. In Beijing, has his own gym. It's called Tiger Power. There you see Tiger Power Boxing Gym. And he is a former Muay Thai fighter. She did Muay Thai as well. She was part of the Iranian national team. And but do not think she's a pure striker. She has won a belt in amateur MMA before. And so she took this fight on only 1 week's notice before Choi was going to, the Korean fighter, Choi was going to fight against Pritchard. She had to pull out due to injury, and in steps in Malika Ashtari, taking the fight on 1 week's notice. I asked her, does she always fight at 60? Because she normally fights kickboxing and amateur MMA, so she fights at 60 kilogram. That's the preferred weight class, whereas Pritchard prefers to fight at 57. So very close to Pritchard's walking around weight. This is a catch weight bout, just because of the very short notice fight.
Yeah.
And I believe if it goes to the ground in the wrestling department, probably Pritchard will have the advantage. But on the feet, it's hard to say that the very experienced striker, Malika Ashtari, wouldn't be a danger. And also coming to this fight with 0-0 pressure. I'm excited for this bout.
Well, I mean, there still is pressure. You're the co-main event of a big MMA event, you know? So a lot of eyes on you. We have frequently guys in China, the live, don't let the YouTube live stream numbers fool you guys. In China, we regularly have 1 million live viewers on the live stream. All right, so there are, you know, there is a big audience. It is the biggest promotion in China currently. A lot of respect between these ladies. You know, guys, when the fighters come out here, they stay here all week in this small town at the JCK base together.
Let's have a look at the tail of the tape between these female fighters. 4 years the senior is Pritchard, and the reach advantage going to Ashtari, a 6-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 1.25公斤级的重身高150来MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上杀的 JCK 战绝城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome blue corner from Auckland, New Zealand. I give you Brooke Pritchard. 本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展180厘米，体重58.80公斤，年龄24岁，来自于 Tiger Power MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome red corner from Iran. Gets ready for Malika. Referee tactic 金刚。
Watch the back hand. Put your finger. Okay, touch. Back to corner.
Getting set for the co-main. Brooke Pritchard is in the blue. Malika Ashtari is in the red.
Shot, time. Ready, fight!
Pritchard immediately steps to the center cage.
Both of them are so
very tall, yes. Pritchard tall.
Primarily a kickboxer, will Brooke look to initiate a grappling attack, wrestle with her a bit, or will she indulge her? Oh, her shoulder. No. She threw out her shoulder.
Oh, my goodness.
She threw out her shoulder, throwing that spinning back fist. Unbelievable.
And we see Pritchard is very, you can see that's out.
Her shoulder is jutting out.
Oh,
it's dislocated.
See that's out. Oh, my God. She threw, that's the oh, my, no.
Oh, man.
No, your heart goes out. You see she's absolutely in anguish, in pain, very irritated with this result. And that's 2 times in a row where the fights just kick off and some bad energy, bad injury stops the fight. Oh my God. Pritchard on the other side, she's so disappointed. You know, her previous opponent pulled out. This is short notice step in. What a sad way to finish our co-main event.
Unbelievable. Who would have ever saw that coming? Her shoulder dislocated when she went for a spinning back fist attempt. I mean,
Pritchard.
That's an easy night for Brooke Pritchard. A win is a win, but I'm sure she doesn't want to win like that. But it's a win on her record.
Of course, it's a win on a record. But yeah, man, I hope we get Ashtari back on JCK. This is just bad luck, man.
I hope that.
I mean, what a
is her shoulder back in place now? It looks like she's still in a considerable amount of pain. Oh. Man, you know, that's something that you just never want to see happen. Freak injury like that. Really unfortunate situation.
Her husband stepping inside. That's her husband with her right now. Man, your heart goes out to both these girls. It's so, you know, uneventful or just, it's horrible. It's like if you fight and you prepare and you camp but nothing happens, it's horrible. And the same goes
man,
for
it's
this.
hard for me to even watch the replay. You see her shoulder slip out there. That's just, you know, really bad luck. You have to wonder, did she come into the fight with that pre-existing shoulder injury? She must have. And, you know, the ligaments were just really loose, and that spinning attack caused it to slip out of place there. I hope it's back in place.
I think she's going to get rushed to the hospital and try to reset that shoulder.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场女子 MMA 综合格斗规则60.5公斤级协议体重之战的最终结果为：由于红方选手经过医护监督检查，因伤终止比赛。本场比赛，蓝方选手 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner. 接下来将会开启今天晚上的头条主赛。蓝方选手拉米兹·哈萨诺夫，空手道黑带选手，曾经获得西伯利亚地区摔跤比赛冠军，实力深厚。他对手阿卜杜勒卡西姆·马戈梅德沙皮耶夫，职业生涯战绩6战全胜，所有胜场均为首回合终结获胜。接下来共同开启今天晚上的头条主赛。
Меня зовут Касим Магомедшапиев, я приехал из Республики Дагестан, Россия. Да, я думаю, это будет интересный бой. Я с этим соперником уже знаком, так как мы с ним тренировались раньше. Но я обещаю показать красивый бой. Я планирую завершить его досрочно в первом раунде.
Всех приветствую, меня зовут Gasanov Ramiz, я приехал из России, из Сибири, город Томск. Живу, тренируюсь именно в этом городе и представляю Российскую Федерацию. Да, очень интересно, что мы оба, я и мой соперник, родом из России. Мы постараемся показать отличный зрелищный бой для наших китайских друзей. Мы хотим, чтобы публика из Китая была довольна этим матчем и ушла с прекрасным настроением.
В любом случае, конечно, я не буду недооценивать своего соперника, но для меня абсолютно нет разницы, кто против меня. Я выхожу туда просто ломать всех. В любом случае, я покажу очень красивый зрелищный бой. Просто наблюдайте.
Это мой первый визит в JCK. Я хочу, когда войду в клетку, показать всем, кто я такой, умею драться.
Gentlemen, turned out to be an early night for us here at the JCK broadcast booth.
I mean, it kicked off, tonight kicked off with some of the best fights, like arguably one of the most exciting cards we've had maybe the whole year.
And
but unfortunately, the last two fights were just, you know...
Bad luck on the last two.
Yeah, bad luck on the last two. On paper, they would have been just bangers. But here we are, our main event.
Let's get it going. It's Ramiz Gasanov out of Siberia, Russia. From Russia with Love, we have two Russian welterweights facing off in our JCK 114 main event. Ramiz Gasanov is 4-1-1 in his 6-fight pro career thus far. He is 36 years old, so the time is now for him to make waves if he wants to make a run at something like the JCK belt or participate in the welterweight tournament next year. Now is the time, you know, at 36 years old, getting a little bit late in the career, but, you know, he does have 4 wins with 3 finishes and 4 pro wins. He has international experience. He's fought in some big organizations. He's a well-rounded guy, constant forward pressure, relentless, moving forward, breaks down his opponents with constant forward pressure. And he's got these great, like, big karate-style blitzes where he just blitzes in with fast punches. And when he gets on top, he has great ground control and top pressure as well. He's got his work cut out for him tonight, though, because Magomedshapiev is a beast.
Man, Magomedshapiev is an absolute monster. But you know what I like about this? At least, you know, if you're Russian and you're in the live stream tonight, at least you can cheer. You know a Russian's going to win this fight, right? So
I predict
no
the
matter
Russian
what,
is going to win.
A Russian will win this fight. I wonder if Gasanov would think about fighting lightweight.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, there's a good chance he could make lightweight.
And his opponent,
Abdulkasim.
Yeah, Abdulkasim Magomedshapiev. We'll see him walking out of the red corner now. This is our main event. And, you know, how cool is it to have such a listen to this. He's 24 years old. He's got a 6-0 record that he's bringing to the table. But guess what? There's something more impressive.
All 6 finishes.
All 6 were finishes. Hang on. Guess what?
First
4
round?
of those were strikes. 2 of those are submissions. But guess what? What's even more impressive, this guy has finished all his opponents in the very first round.
Wow.
He has yet to see a second round in his pro career of 6-0. And he's fighting another Russian, obviously. But
including 2 wins in 30 seconds.
For this guy,
2 KO wins in like 30 seconds. And I'm telling you, he's super fast and explosive. Apparently, he's a Sanda champion from Russia. I didn't know Sanda was a big thing in Russia.
Of course, man, maybe the greatest Sanda fighter ever.
Muslim Salikov, right?
Muslim Salikov, yes, is Russian, man.
It's weird,
you can argue that he is the greatest Sanda fighter ever. I don't know, maybe some Chinese nationals will argue with me, but I think if it comes to the guy who's won the most world champion and he's been the king of Sanda so many times, it's got to be
the king of
Muslim
Kung Fu.
The king of Kung Fu, Muslim Salikov.
For those back home who don't quite know, Sanda is a Chinese martial art, right?
Yeah, Sanda martial art that it's very boxing mixed with wrestling.
Yeah, basically. You know, great, also very of and a ton of Chinese MMA fighters with Sanda backgrounds.
Probably 50% of the old school, the old guard, the first generation MMA fighters, more than 50% of them were Sanda retired fighters who then moved to MMA. Let's have a look at the tail of a tape between these 2 Russian warriors, and we'll see there is a 12 years age difference and a 3-centimeter advantage goes to Magomedshapiev.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event of this evening. This moment is a truly I'll be waiting for. We are live in JCK Arena, Shanxi, China. It's 3 rounds, 5 minutes, mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA welterweight division. It's showtime. Introducing first, fighter at the blue corner. He stands 180 centimeters tall, weighing 169.7 kilograms, age 36. He is the wrestler holding professional record 6 fights, 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Fighting out of Siberia, Russia. Gets ready for Ramiz Gasanov! Now, introducing first opponent. Fighter at the right corner. Mixed martial artist holding professional record. 6 fights, 6 wins. He stands 180 centimeters tall, weighing 170.6 pounds, age 24. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. Let's welcome Abdulkasim Magomedshapiev. Yeah! The referee who charged in his octagon is Mr. Thomas Fine.
The man, Thomas Fan, getting us ready for our main event here tonight. Ramiz Gasanov is in the blue. Abdulkasim Magomedshapiev is in the red. This is going to be a banger, I predict, Woody. Magomedshapiev
is a monster.
6 fights, 6 first-round finishes, guys. Something tells me there's a high probability of yet another finish here.
Time. Get back.
These guys have trained together in the past.
Ready. Fight.
So only they know who got the better of who in the training room.
Straight to the up kick.
And Magomedshapiev has great kicks.
Nice
knee. Two
in
in a row.
Goes to the head.
Wow, Magomedshapiev
again.
That's here to
big back kick. Gasanov eats that back hook. Magomedshapiev
just moves
so fast.
Every fight I've seen of his, he just plods forward no matter what. He doesn't know how to take a step backwards.
Magomedshapiev so fast. There we see Gasanov.
He does get the takedown,
but look at this, starting to inch. Does he have this in? Nope.
Gasanov able to escape the guillotine. Let's see if he can stay on top. Magomedshapiev is working hard to get back to his feet, and he does.
He just pushes the head down.
He's a very dangerous guy on the feet.
Beautiful body shot there from Gasanov. 1-2. Gasanov just letting it beat off, goes to the head.
Front kick to the face.
Push kick from Magomedshapiev. Nice fake and then stiff jab again.
So there's a question. If this goes past the first round, what is Magomedshapiev going to look like? Because we've never seen him past the first round.
Right. But,
so if Gasanov can survive into the second and potentially third round, maybe he has a shot.
Both guys landing there. Gasanov kicks. That's 2 times where he kicks a low kick and eats a stiff jab for his efforts.
Plants with the right hand. Will Gasanov survive?
Big.
Follow up, ground and pound.
Gasanov wrestles up, goes.
Wow.
Again from Magomedshapiev.
The choke. It's going to be it, guys.
Oh my God, is he going to get his next finish here?
First round rear naked choke. He tapped.
Gasanov taps!
Wow!
On the other side, the referee didn't even see it, but look at the sportsmanship of Magomedshapiev. Oh my God. Oh my God, another first round finish for Abdulkasim Magomedshapiev.
That's 7 fights and 7 first round finishes. Wow.
And he has an injury. He something happened to his foot, but look at this. Just whips in that rear naked choke. Palm to palm, and then switches. Locks it up properly in a second, and there we see the tap on the other side.
And he let go. You know, it's funny because the ref didn't even see it because the tap came on the opposite side.
But both these guys
respecting
it, yes.
Excellent sportsmen. He just let it go, and wow. Guys, 8 fights here tonight, 7 finishes.
Oh my God.
I mean, unfortunately, one of those was a freak injury, but
2 of them, I believe. I mean, your heart goes
one
out.
was a cut, and that, you know, that happens naturally in the course of a fight. But you never want to see something like a shoulder dislocation. But anyway, here we are. Let's focus on the main event. Magomedshapiev looked incredible tonight.
And Gasanov also looked good, man. He was weathering a storm there. He was looking pretty good until he got dropped. And the moment he got dropped, Magomedshapiev just turned it on and started taking him down, dishing out absolute ruthless ground and pound. Oh my God.
Unbelievable, guys. What an incredible night of action and a great way to cap off the year 2025 in JCK. JCK 114.
Let's go to the official announcement with your Master of Ceremonies, Yang Guang.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则次中量级头条主赛的最终结果为：来自于俄罗斯的红方选手 Abdulkasim Magomedshapiev 第一回合2分26秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke. 所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 绝城之夜 N114 的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢千岁汽车、梅花、十二道以及阿若博巴品牌对今天晚上比赛的赞助播出。接下来，我们共同通过大屏幕了解一下今天晚上所有参赛选手他们的获胜信息。耶尔波勒塔加利克使用背后裸脚成功降服对手；巴赫朱利阿德里巴伊使用蟒蛇脚降服对手；阿伊伯利朱曼 KO 获胜；彭红贵使用背后裸脚降服对手；巴克道莱特萨比尔通过一致判定获胜；索菲亚巴吉什维利因为对手因伤弃权获得比赛胜利；布鲁克普里查德因为对手在医护监督检查之后因伤终止比赛 TKO 获得比赛胜利。那么今天晚上的头条主赛，阿卜杜勒卡西姆马格梅德沙皮耶夫使用背后裸脚成功降服对手。那么在2026年的1月24号呢，将会迎来 JCK 绝城之夜 N115的比赛，羽量级赏金赛半决赛即将展开对决。头条主赛，纳尔泰克兹巴伊对阵绿巨人胡布兰图尔逊别克；联合主赛，滕利格对阵努利库瓦提巴哈托里。正赛方面，特丹让俄对阵屈比古谦，埃丁托赫塔尔别克对阵泽朗扎西。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。那么随着今天晚上比赛的落幕呢，2025年 JCK 战决城所有的比赛也到此告一段落。在过去的1年，我们在这个擂台之上见证了拼搏还有努力。那么在这个新的征程当中呢，我们也会不久呢再次启程。在这里呢，提前预祝所有的观众朋友们元旦快乐，新年快乐，马到成功。所有的观众朋友们，让我们2026不见不散。
What a card to round off the year. Maybe the best card that we've had the year. I mean, it's not a star-studded lineup, but what a night of fights we had.
I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes when you don't necessarily have the most star-studded card, you end up with these incredible finishes. Guys really want to put it all on the line to solidify and really put themselves in the mix.
8 fights, 7 finishes, and the one fight that went the distance was an absolute banger.
Yeah.
So let's go from the start. Magomedshapiev, he goes on. Now it's 7 fights, all 7 finishes in the very first round.
All in the first round too. Not just 7 finishes, all in the first round. And most of them within like the first 2 minutes of the fight. That guy is so explosive.
Oh, he's a monster.
So powerful. His kicks are insane. I wonder if he hurt his foot on one of those kicks. We saw
he did. He was limping a little bit, yes.
I want to see him back in the JCK cage sooner rather than later. Hopefully his foot is okay. And man, what a beast.
Gasanov looked pretty good as well. He was taking a lot until he wasn't.
Super tough guy.
Yes.
You know, I wondered if he could get the fight into the 2nd or 3rd round. Perhaps he had a better chance at winning the fight, but Magomedshapiev just too much for him.
Too much. And I really hope we get Ashtari back. She took this fight on 1 week notice, and when she did that spinning back fist, she threw out her shoulder. And unfortunately for Pritchard, I mean, she prepared for 2 opponents. She prepared for Troy. Troy pulled out, gets in there, and literally seconds in, her opponent has a freak accident.
I feel like that had to be a pre-existing shoulder injury for it to come out so easily like that. The ligaments, tendons, maybe a little bit loose in there. Hopefully, you know.
Bad luck, but you know this is the fight game. Same thing could be said in the the fight before that, where Bagishvili won the fight. Just one punch is all it took. Stop the fight. I don't know if they could have let that go on, but it was bleeding a lot.
I fights of the night. It was Peng as young Judong. That was gunning for the finish the entire
that survives, but then
he still gets the finish in the end. Let's talk about one more fight. I want to talk about Ayiboli Zhuman.
Yes,
that fight was
Zhuman
sick.
against Balati.
Oh
one
my goodness.
of the best first rounds that we've ever had. I mean, just what a night of finishes. It was an absolute, really good card. And we'll be back at the, when is it? The 21st?
January 24th.
The 24th of January. We'll see you then. Up until then, Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
2026年1月24日，将迎来 JCK 绝城之夜 N115，女量级赏金赛半决赛即将展开对决。头条主赛，纳尔泰克兹巴伊对阵乌布兰图尔逊别克；联合主赛，滕利格对阵努利库瓦提巴哈托里；正赛，特丹让俄对阵屈比古谦；阿伊丁托和塔尔别克对阵泽朗扎西。复赛方面，哈斯铁尔萨尔科特别克对阵法哈德哈兹拉扎达；阿曼乌尔列伍对阵叶尔阿斯利阿合利别克；努尔加纳提乌马伊对阵吴伟伟；刘永成对阵阿拉图沙盖；楚国旗对阵沈龙。2026年1月24日 ，JCK 绝城之夜 N115，敬请期待。